So, tell us about Lyric.
Alexa, who is Lyric Dubee?
Here is a biography of Lyric Dubee, award-winning singer and songwriter known for having released 4 albums before the age of 18. He earned the title of the 2014 Most Promising Youth at the Barry Arts Awards until 2015 title for Best Young Songwriter at the Toronto Independent Music Awards for his songs Black Ice and Bridge to Nowhere. He was born and raised in Barrie, Ontario.
Oh.
Thank you.
No worries.
No worries, Cobber. Yeah, you're Australian Google employee. Okay, right. We go. Great, let's go.
So further to who Lyric Dubee is, I've known Lyric since he was 12. He's one of the first interviews that I did, actually. Back in 2011, when I started my blog, I came across this kid who was just incredibly talented, but not only that, he just had this grown-up personality, and on stage, he owned the stage. I noticed him first on a Rogers cable television show, and I was blown away. And then I posted about him on my Facebook page, and a friend of mine, Virgil Scott, who's a music producer in Toronto, picked up on that and decided to invite Lyric to an annual New Year's Eve party that he did every year. That was basically a jam session for all of the most amazing R&B artists in Toronto. And Lyric got up on stage with them and performed and blew everyone away. Like he was just a little kid. It was crazy. Do you have that clip?
Yeah, let's maybe play that after we've talked about the song.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's talk about the song first, and then we can put it in context.
Okay, so I'll move on to the
actually,
song.
and I'll also read that piece out from the YouTube on Black Ice. I forgot to do that at the end of that piece, so we'll do that as well at the end.
Okay.
Afterwards. Okay. All right. So we'll hear the clip first of the song. So we'll hear the clip of the song. It's a short 20-second piece. Sudden Death of Stars. Hopefully this works.
Okay.
There we go. Kind of expecting it to be longer. I want some more.
Go first.
Indeed, for sure. Well, this is well. First of all, I want to just talk about the quality of the recording. It's absolutely it is different between night and day, and visually I could see it when I cropped these clips out, and then so I could produce them there. You could see the waveform is really quite low for the Black Eyed Susie one. Obviously they hadn't had it mastered. So this one was actually maxed out. There was almost no peaks and troughs during the chorus. So that means it's been maximized and compressed and will probably sound perfect on the radio. So that would be my first point there, is that I feel there's been a lot of money being put into the production of this thing, and it comes across. So if you haven't put a lot of money into it, kudos. It really sounds like it's been through multiple professionals' hands before it got released. I thought the music was the melody, actually the whole composition was excellent. The have no nothing negative to say at all, other than the feeling I got when the song opens, which is a piano bing, plus a couple of notes, single melody, and then you got the drum coming in with a paradiddle, and I'm thinking, this is the first time I heard it. This is very cinematic, and the camera's looking at a military graveyard. That's what I thought. So it was like that. Maybe some people there are just saying goodbye to a loved one. That's apparently is not what I don't know if that's what the song is about. The video isn't like that at all. The video is just a performance video. Very well done. So I did find that it pulled a lot of emotion from me right from the start. So obviously there's a sense of loss, and none of we got there's bass, a couple of guitars, a keyboard, synthesizer. None of those instruments stood out, which for me was absolutely a godsend. So often you'll get, a lot of rock bands. They'll be, I've got a guitar, wow, and then they're right in your face, and it's here we are. And I was so glad by the time it ended that we didn't have that, because that would have ruined the song. But melodically, it caught my attention, made me wondering what this is about. I was pulled right into the climax of the chorus with "Sudden Death of Stars," which I will talk about now. Was the lyrics completely different from the Black Eyed Susie lyrics? And I'd asked Angela if I could do the second, just so we could juxtapose them. Is that the lyrics don't really tell a narrative. There's no beginning, middle, and end. It's a lot of disjointed phrases that, by themselves, that they poke at your emotions a little bit. So don't follow me, losing my own sympathy. You've kind of been there, right? This obviously is about some kind of a breakup, a loss. What I did find jarring was the loss is, I've broken up with someone, I regret it. The bed's empty. I wish you were there. There's a couple of nice phrases. Haunting my own memories, images of you and me, distances my melody. Wonderful word. Really get some emotions. However, the only negative or non-positive thing I could say is that the sudden death of stars came out of nowhere. It's like, the world has ended, and that's kind of what that is. But these minimalistic lyrics, they do push for an emotion, and it absolutely that matches the climax of the music. And again, not a negative. It's just, that's the kind of music that has these short little phrases. You can't tell a big long story. And I think he's done a very good job of pulling out some of those emotions. I was just a little jarred. The sudden death of stars just seemed way too dramatic for a simple breakup. Yeah, otherwise, great song. Go out and buy it, everyone. This guy is very super talented. Over to you.
All right. Yeah. So, like I said, Laird Dubee's been producing music since he was like 12 years old. He's been recording and publishing music, writing his own songs since he was like 12. He's been to all kinds of recording studios in Canada and the US, and he's learned a lot. So, you mentioning that this is a very well recorded song, that's the level that Lyric has gotten to. He's only like 21 years old now.
A baby.
And he is absolutely a professional musician and a studio musician. And he knows what he's doing. And he has recording equipment at home as well. He actually, I don't know if I told you this, Mark, but he actually created a song for my YouTube channel. And it's called Oh Just Eat It. And he wrote it for me because I asked him to, and I have licensed the music from him. So he has the capability at home to record his own songs if he wants to. But I think he does go further and go into studio for that. So let me just tell you also regarding your point about the, none of the particular instruments being jarring. I think you'll understand when I read this list why none of those instruments stand out. Vocals are Lyric Dubee. Lead guitar is Lyric Dubee. Piano is Lyric Dubee. Rhythm guitar is Lyric Dubee. Bass is Jeff Wardell and Lyric Dubee. Drums is Jeff Wardell. It's produced by Jeff Wardell and Lyric Dubee, and it's recorded by Jeff Wardell, and it's mixed by Jeff Wardell.
But let's get...
I wanted to make sure to mention Jeff Wardell because a lot of music producers get annoyed that we talk all the time about the lead singer of the band or just the band, and we don't talk about behind the scenes. And they're very instrumental, anybody who's working on these recordings, at making it, sound amazing. So there you go. But that's why it was so level, because Lyric is doing the whole thing. He wrote it and he played everything. And
but let's be clear, he didn't play the drums.
No.
Sad.
Well, actually, the drums in this song are really beautiful. It's very what got me in this song the most was the timing. So Lyric, obviously the song is pop. Lyric is known for his pop songs. He's a very poppy kid, but he's also very into, heavy rock. Yeah, he's a rock guitarist. He could play every genre. He plays jazz. He plays everything. He's very musically trained. He spent his entire life up until now learning music. So what we hear in this pop song is the timing. So the drums in the beginning, the very spaced out drumming that's happening in the beginning of the song that's very deliberate. And the words, the lyrics in the song are, I believe, meant to be artsy. And it's all about the way Lyric's singing it. His voice is just another instrument as far as he's concerned. And
Yep.
He's singing it to a very particular timing that creates such a hook. And then when he comes to that climax at the chorus, I mean, that's obviously his training. He knows how to make a song ready for radio, and that's what radio likes. They like that climax at the chorus, and that's what he's done. And I agree with you. It's brought together very nicely, like just, the way the song gently carries you through and then all of a sudden lifts you up.
Yep.
And it's so dramatic and you can't help but think of some love story. And
Right.
when I heard it, my impression was a soundtrack for a movie. That was my impression.
Yeah.
And it's something
It
that
had
I
a very
haven't noticed.
it had a very cinematic feel, particularly the opening.
Yes,
like I
it
said,
did. Yeah, it did. And I think when you watch the YouTube video, you'll see that as well. The YouTube video is funny because at the end of it, there's outtakes.
Yeah.
So check out the YouTube video and you'll see those outtakes. They're pretty cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I loved about the song because like I said, I've been following Lyric for a long time, and this song was a bit of a departure from what he's done before, and
Okay.
it seems to be, it seems to reflect a little level of maturity that he's achieved in terms of where he wants his music to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had not heard of him before. I'm definitely going to be checking him out some more.
That's why we're here.
We'll continue just very shortly because we got a little clip of Lyric, and I want to read that piece out about Black Eyed Susie as well. But we got some comments, a long comment from Shalene, who seems to disagree with me a little bit. Let me read this out. So, when I first saw his Bandcamp page, I thought he looked like a young Vince Neil, who I interviewed many years ago. The song reminds me of something Coldplay would do. It's the song I've played most in the last 24 hours. Bought the EP, liked the video as well. The vocals almost sound androgynous, I think that's right, which is not a bad thing. The music doesn't overload the vocals. There's no reason why they shouldn't be played on commercial radio. Sudden Death of Stars doesn't seem juxtaposed to me. What does he know? Not too jarring or dramatic. Shalem brought the EP. Oh, and one more comment. He says, the first time I heard it, I thought it would be a great closing track for a movie. There we go. So we all agree it's a cinematic song, and we should be seeing this in our theatres soon, I hope, because that'll be great.
Oh, fantastic. I totally 100% agree with that.
Okay.
Are there any more comments, Mark?
That's all I've got on my feed. Come
on, people, please give us some comments. We want to hear from you.
I'm not sure if you have a watch party, Angela. They won't be showing up on mine.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go back and look at this.
Does that mean I have to go to Facebook and have a look? I'll have a look.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and play the clip while I look. Okay,
sounds good. Here we go. So this is. Do you want to build back a little bit of background on this, or let it stand as is?
Oh, this is just the interview that I did with Lyric. This is part of the video.
Said, well, you know what? I'm going to sing one with you, and you're just going to do solos, and then you're going to sing one and do your own thing, and I'll stay on stage to give you encouragement and to make sure the band's in with you, and away we went. And he tore them up. He tore them up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the audio, because we're live, the audio is not great, but that video from that interview is actually on my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch the whole thing, please visit on YouTube.
ojusteatit.ca. Go check it out. You have links to everything on your website, I believe, right? So.